for tuning in with Fibromom. This video will be about essential oils, my top favorite right now, and what I use them for, what are they good for. Now, as a disclaimer, you know I am not a doctor. This is just my opinion. What may work for me may not work for you. But these are some of my favorites. Now, some of them, anyone could have allergic reaction. Although they are natural, you still can be allergic to them. So it's best to always try a little spot inside your arm. I would just try it right here. Wait 20-30 minutes. Make sure you don't develop a rash or anything like that. The best thing to do is to add it to some kind of carrier oil. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So, like I said, best to talk to a doctor or professional. I'm far from professional, but I like them and I would like to talk to you about them. Alright, I have some notes here because I'm forgetful. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Alright, my first one, I have lavender. Now you gotta make sure it says 100% pure. Now some believe that you have to have a top end and pay the most. Like I've paid for half an ounce, which is like this big of a bottle, $30, which is ridiculous, but they are very good. Those are the ones that have some oils that you can ingest, but there are some that you cannot ingest, and I wouldn't do it with the cheaper brands either. A lot of them are just for diffusing or breathing in, to have enough diffuser, or to boil or simmer over your stove, things like that. Now lavender, this one is good for achy muscles, stress. It's used as a calmer, helps with sleep, depression, and improves blood circulation. Now I have used this one quite a bit for sleep. Put it on a cloth and rub it all over everything. You don't need to go crazy because it's strong. It's all 100% pure. So it's really potent. So you just rub it all over your bed and your pillow, and I do believe it helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. Okay, and it is a good smell. You've seen it was flowery. I usually don't like flowery. Lots of information with them. They do lots of wonderful things. So if you're interested in knowing more, just ask me, and I'll be more than happy to share it with you. I'm just giving you briefly the best that I think and what I like about it. Okay. Alright, now the second one I have is peppermint. There you go. That's my peppermint. Now, everyone knows what peppermint smells like. A lot of people buy freeze and stuff. They like that kind of thing. I don't like those muscle rubs and stuff with the fibromyalgia. It makes my skin more sensitive. But certain things I do love it for. Here, the list I have helps reduce IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and that comes hand in hand. Many that have fibromyalgia does have IBS. Not everybody, but some. Decongestant, pain relief. This is what I use when I have headaches. It doesn't really help with my migraines, but headaches, if I feel one to come on, all I do is I open it up. See, it's got like a little dropper. Not all of them have it, but it has a little dropper. You just put a little bit on your finger, just a drop, and you just rub it on your temples, wherever your headache's at. And just make sure not to get it in your eyes because it will burn. But it's a lot. Just when you're done, make sure to wash your hands really good, or get some oil on it to get it off. You want to dilute it at first. Now sometimes I don't, but that's because I know I can go without at times. This is what I use. I use coconut oil. You could use almond oil, olive oil, but I like coconut oil because it's not as thick. Just make sure it's the real stuff. All you have to do is read the ingredients and just make sure it says coconut oil. That's it. So there's no added junk into it. But yeah, you just grab a little oil out of it, just a little bit. You put it in a little bowl and just a drop of whatever oil that you want to use. mix it together and use it. Now, these oils that I'm mentioning, you can put it in a diffuser, and I have frankincense. Oh, do I have it? I don't think I have any here. Okay. The frankincense, it's a really strong smell. To me, it smells like kind of like pine, but it's worth it. It really seems to help with pain. It's actually known to help with labor pain, although it didn't seem to help me. But I have used that for migraines, and I think that actually works better than the peppermint. Let's see. Yeah, frankincense is good for pain, stress, anxiety, arthritis. It's really recommended for people with RA. Helps prevent the breakdown of the cartilage tissue, which causes RA. And now you can use this in bath. You just need like 2 drops. You could dab a couple on your wrists, on your temples. These oils, you could also put a dab and rub it in your hands and just kind of cup your hands and your nose with it and just close your eyes and inhale it for about a minute. Okay, so that's number 3. 4, I have tea tree oil. Now this, I'm not gonna lie, this stuff stinks. It stinks really bad. It's a really strong smell, but it's very good stuff. It kills bacteria, it kills infections, and I love this stuff when you're sick or you think you're getting sick. Now, it's not recommended, they say, for children, because there's certain oils that can be like toxic to children. So, you know, like I said, ask a professional. Don't always trust me, but I've had used this tea tree oil, put in a couple drops in a pan in some water and let it simmer over the stove. And when me and the kids were really sick and we were really stuffed up, when the steam would come about, I would hold them and just let the steam come in, or just use my hand and kind of roll the steam in their faces. And then I would put like a towel over my head and just breathe it in. Or instead, if you didn't want to do that, you could just have a hot bowl of water on the table and then have a towel over your head. Now, I don't know if you guys have done this when you were kids, but it seemed like torture. But my mom used to do that with Vicks, and yeah, that would just make everything come down. But now they're finding out some really bad chemicals into Vicks. So trying, you know, with the fibromyalgia and stuff, I'm trying to find healthier ways and healthier alternatives, because otherwise, you know, you're going to be on 50 different meds for all these symptoms. Number 5 is rosemary. Now, it's a list here. Rosemary is the one that smells like Vicks to me. I swear it smells just like Vicks. Alright, this one is awesome for cough, headaches. It's inflammatory, it builds immunity, helps respiratory problems, anxiety, and asthma, and those types of things. I mean, there's a long list. And now this one too, you can cup over, you know, put it in your hands, rub it in your hands, and cup your nose and your mouth and just inhale for about a minute. You can rub a drop, don't forget your oil, on your chest, and just do that every few hours. That really does help. I would just throw the Vicks, if you have any, I just throw it away. What else can you do? You can use it as a diffuser. Rub on your temples if you have headaches or pain. You just use a drop and put it wherever hurts. Just make sure no oil gets in the eyes. Another thing that citrus fruits really help, citrus scents and oils, they really help with depression and like a foggy mind. You know, a little, to bring up a little energy and alertness. It's good to go with peppermint or citrus. Like I have lemon. Let's zoom in. Lemon, and I have grapefruit, and that rainbow vacuum, and the whole house just fills up with it. It smells really good. Rosemary, I also told you, that one's good for anxiety and such. You know, honestly, if the family's crabby, I like to get fresh rosemary from the store, and I will simmer it. I'll put it in some water and simmer over the stove, and just let everybody breathe that in. It smells good too. Oh, I could go on and on. There's so much I could tell you. Now, a big thing is to make sure when you're checking out these oils, to make sure they say 100% pure oil, not fragrance. Okay, because fragrance, it's not real. It's filled with chemicals. Make sure to always read the ingredients. Okay, hopefully you can read this. See the ingredients right there? Okay, I actually got these pretty cheap for a good deal online. Now, like I said, I don't ingest any of these. If I do choose to, because there's some, like tea tree, I told you, was really good for infections and bacterial, so it would make a wonderful mouthwash, but you cannot swallow it. So I would go and get the higher priced ones, because rather be safe than sorry. But as far as breathing these in and just using topically, then these I feel are totally fine. Much to learn. There's a lot of history. This stuff's been around for thousands of years, rather than all these medicines out there, and those can cause so many symptoms, and these really can't, unless you. So I can't stress enough that, you know, it's great to try, and you know, some of them can get pricey, but you know, a little one drop here, drop there, you know, that a bottle can last quite a while. I even make my own natural disinfectant sprays and stuff, so it really, it's around the house all the time. We have like no chemicals around the house. So if you have any questions at all, please do ask. And you know, if you want to know about certain oils, I'll be more than happy to make another video on it. I'm working on getting better at these videos, so bear with me. And if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe, like. It's a tiny channel, but I'm working on it. But I just hit 200 subscribers, so thank you. And I think that's it. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye.